Hello, and welcome to this week's Mindful Monday series, Breath Work Basics. My name is Allison Knight, and I'm the health coach for Employee Health Center. So in this series, we have gone through breath counting, we have gone through for the 4-7-8 breath, and we have gone through diaphragmatic or belly breathing, so really deep breathing. Hopefully you have taken one or all of these practices and tried them for yourself. Remembering that the reason why we're doing this breath work is because it's such an effective tool for reducing anxiety and depression, improving your mental health, reducing your stress, and it's something that we literally have access to at our fingertips all the time, anywhere. And like I said, it's an effective management tool. And it's something that we don't necessarily become dependent on or build a tolerance to, whereas many medications you might need to up the dose to get the same effect after your body builds that tolerance to it. And you really can't overdo breath work. Practice is good versus you shouldn't really be taking more than what your doctor is prescribing for medication. So this is a good substitute or an addition to medication that you may be taking for anxiety, depression, or stress. And obviously, I'm not saying to stop taking anything that you are taking. That is definitely a conversation to have with your primary care provider. So this would be something in addition to that if you are already on medication. So today we are going to go through the Sitali or the Sitkari breath. And this is a breathing practice that they actually discovered that helps cool you down. So whether it's just a hot day or you're feeling really aggravated and angry or you're having hot flashes for whatever reason, this practice is designed to cool you with your breath by basically taking examples from nature and coming up with this breathing technique. And what it is that your inhalation is moistened as it passes through the curl of your tongue so that you are drinking saturated water. So again, it cools the body, it adds moisture to the system, and it soothes a pitta imbalance. So I want you to get comfortable, sit in an upright position. Again, upright, but not super erect or too stiff. If it feels comfortable, gently close those eyes. Otherwise, kind of find a position to just unfocus on, just relax. Start breathing. Don't do anything. Just let your breath naturally happen. Just kind of center yourself. Bring yourself to the present moment. And after a couple of breaths, when you begin to feel comfortable, I want you to open the mouth and form the lips into an O shape. And now, if you are able to curl your tongue, we're going to do the Sitali, and I am not able to curl my tongue, so we'll go over the Sitkari after. But if you can curl your tongue at this point, curl your tongue and project it out of your mouth about 3/4 of an inch. I can't curl my tongue, but so do that with your lips parted. Inhale deeply across the tongue and into the mouth as if you are drinking through a straw. And again, you should feel this cool sensation over your body when you're breathing in this manner. Focus your attention on that sensation and bring it all the way into your rib cage and your abdomen and feel those expand along with that cooling sensation. And then withdraw your tongue back into your mouth, close it, and exhale completely through the nostrils. You're going to get the most benefit and most cooling sensation out of this if you do it for 2 to 3 minutes. And then return to that deep belly diaphragmatic breathing last week that we did where you're expanding and contracting that abdomen. Remember, it's okay to look fat. We want to expand that abdominal wall so that you're getting that complete capacity of breath to really get the benefits of that stress reduction, anxiety reduction, and then continue to practice this cooling breathing. Obviously, you want to start small. Like anything, it's going to take practice, and so you're going to work your way up to a 10-minute session eventually, once you feel comfortable with this breathing pattern, but start small and build upon that. Now, if you can't curl your tongue, which I cannot curl my tongue, we are going to try Sitkari. So this, again, get in a comfortable position, relax, dignified and erect, but not overly stiff. Everything kind of in a good alignment. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes, or find a point to relax your eyes and rest your gaze on. Gently press your lower and your upper teeth together and separate your lips as comfortably as you can so that your teeth are exposed to the air. Inhale slowly through the gaps in the teeth and focus on the hissing sound of your breath. And then once that breath, that inhalation is over, close your mouth and breathe. Exhale through the nose. So remember, you're getting that cooling sensation as you inhale, and then you're exhaling, trying to make your inhalation and your exhalation as long as possible. And the more that you practice this and any other breathing pattern or technique, trying to make that exhalation longer than your inhale. So like the 4-7-8 breathing pattern, you breathe in for 4, hold it for 7, and breathe out for 8, meaning that your exhalation is double what your inhalation is. You might not always be able to begin at that point until you increase that oxygen capacity and your lung endurance. So start where you feel comfortable and build your way up there. For the Sitkari breathing, which we were just doing, so that hissing between our teeth, you really want to do that about 20 times to really get that cooling effect. And then it also helps balance your endocrine system as well. So either of these breathing patterns, the Sitali, where you're using your tongue, like you're drinking out of a straw to cool, or the Sitkari, if you can't curl your tongue, using your teeth to bring that cooling sensation. Either one is going to help with that cooling and also that stress reduction. There are some cautions for either one of these because it does help reduce your body temperature. They're best to be practiced in a hot climate or during a hot day, or after like hot yoga or something like that. And if you have any type of condition where your body temperature might get too cold too quickly, this would not be an advisable breathing pattern for you at that time. So hopefully going into the summer months where we're hopefully going to be having hotter weather, this is going to be something that you can utilize during your day to not only help reduce your stress, but also help cool you down, whether it's because of the weather or because of your temperature or temper. Next week we are going to be doing another breathing pattern. We're going to be doing the humming bee breath. So we'll be implementing a new technique for you to try out, to add to your repertoire, to find what really works best for you when you need that release, when you need that stress reduction in that immediate moment. And again, remember, if you look back, there's also the breath counting video. There's the 4-7-8 breath, my personal favorite and go-to when I'm feeling stressed out. And that belly diaphragmatic breathing, really teaching us to not breathe so shallowly from our chest, which we do very commonly, and instead breathe and use our entire capacity from that abdominal wall. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next week on Breathwork Basics.